Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. We all know that safety is one of the most important aspects of any industry. A single unsafe act or a lack of awareness can lead to serious accidents, injuries, environmental damage, and even loss of life. That is why understanding hazardous substances is essential for every engineer, operator, technician, and plant worker. In today's presentation, we will discuss hydrogen sulfide, also known as H₂S, one of the most dangerous gases found in many industrial facilities. In this video, we will cover what hydrogen sulfide is, where it is commonly found, its physical and chemical properties, the hazards associated with H₂S exposure, the effects of different exposure levels on the human body, the safety precautions that every worker should follow. So, let's begin and learn how awareness and proper safety practices can help us prevent accidents and create a safer workplace for everyone. Before discussing the hazards associated with hydrogen sulfide, let's first understand what it is and learn about its basic properties. Hydrogen sulfide, commonly known as H₂S, is a naturally occurring gas produced when bacteria decompose organic materials. It usually develops in low oxygen environments such as swamps, sewers, and polluted water. In industrial applications, H₂S is commonly found in gas plants, oil and gas wells, refineries, pulp mills, commercial laboratories, petrochemical plants, and oil batteries. Therefore, workers in these industries must be aware of the risks associated with H₂S exposure. Now, let's discuss the physical and chemical properties of hydrogen sulfide. H₂S is a colorless gas, which means it cannot be identified visually. It has a characteristic rotten egg smell, which many people consider an early warning sign. However, depending only on smell can be dangerous because high concentrations of H₂S can quickly affect the sense of smell. Another important property is its extreme toxicity. Even short-term exposure to high concentrations can seriously affect human health. Hydrogen sulfide is also highly flammable. Its autoignition temperature is 500 degrees Fahrenheit, and its flammable range in air is between 4.3% and 46%. These physical and chemical properties make hydrogen sulfide one of the most hazardous gases in the oil and gas, petrochemical, and process industries. Understanding these properties is essential for maintaining a safe working environment. Now, let's discuss the hazards associated with hydrogen sulfide, commonly known as H₂S. Hydrogen sulfide is one of the most hazardous gases found in industrial environments because it is not only extremely toxic but also highly flammable and explosive. When H₂S burns, it produces sulfur dioxide, or SO, another toxic gas that can have severe effects on human health. Even short-term exposure to high concentrations of SO can be life-threatening and may lead to serious respiratory and cardiovascular problems. To better understand these hazards, let's look at the animation shown in this slide. In this scenario, a worker is carrying out maintenance work in an area containing hydrogen sulfide gas. During the activity, the worker accidentally strikes a rock with a hammer, generating a spark. Although the spark lasts only a fraction of a second, it is enough to ignite the surrounding H₂S gas. As soon as the gas ignites, a combustion reaction takes place, producing sulfur dioxide and releasing a large amount of energy. This rapid release of energy results in an explosion. The explosion creates a powerful shock wave that directly impacts the worker, causing a fatal accident. This animation demonstrates an important fact. In an environment containing flammable gases such as hydrogen sulfide, even a small spark can trigger a chain reaction that can lead to a catastrophic explosion. Now, let's understand how different concentrations of hydrogen sulfide affect the human body. The effects of H₂S exposure depend on the concentration of the gas and the duration of exposure. As the concentration increases, the severity of the symptoms also increases. At a concentration of 20 parts per million, a person may experience fatigue, loss of appetite, headache, irritability, dizziness, and poor memory. Although these symptoms may appear mild, they should never be ignored. At 100 parts per million, the symptoms become more severe. A person may experience coughing, eye irritation, changes in breathing, drowsiness, and, most importantly, a loss of the sense of smell within just a few minutes. This condition is known as olfactory fatigue. Many people believe that they can detect H₂S by its characteristic rotten egg smell. However, at higher concentrations, the gas can quickly paralyze the sense of smell, making it impossible to detect the danger through odor alone. This is one of the most dangerous characteristics of hydrogen sulfide. At concentrations between 500 and 700 parts per million, a person may collapse within 5 minutes. Severe eye damage may occur within 30 minutes, and death can occur within 30 to 60 minutes. At concentrations between 1000 and 2000 parts per million, exposure can result in nearly instantaneous death. This exposure chart clearly demonstrates how rapidly hydrogen sulfide can affect the human body. Even a small increase in concentration can significantly increase the risk to human life. Now that we have discussed the hazards of hydrogen sulfide and its effects on the human body, let's talk about the most important part of this presentation: safety precautions. Working in an H₂S environment requires constant awareness because this gas is colorless, highly toxic, and highly flammable. Therefore, every worker must follow the established safety procedures before entering a potentially hazardous area. The first precaution is detection. Gas detectors and alarm systems should always be used to identify the presence of H₂S in the work area. The second precaution is proper ventilation. Adequate ventilation helps prevent the accumulation of gas and reduces the risk of exposure. Another important safety measure is the use of personal protective equipment or PPE. Workers should always wear approved respirators and other protective equipment when working in areas where H₂S may be present. Training is also essential. Every worker should be properly trained to understand H₂S hazards, recognize warning signs, and respond effectively during an emergency. In addition, every facility should have a well-defined emergency response plan, including evacuation procedures and first aid measures. Confined spaces should always be monitored before entry because H₂S can accumulate in areas with poor ventilation. Finally, clear warning signs should be displayed in high-risk areas so that workers can easily identify potential hazards. Remember, safety is not just a rule or a procedure. It is a responsibility shared by everyone in the workplace. Following these precautions can prevent accidents, protect lives, and create a safer working environment for all. As we come to the end of this presentation, let's quickly review the key points we have discussed. Hydrogen sulfide, or H₂S, is a naturally occurring gas that is commonly found in the oil and gas, petrochemical, refinery, and process industries. Although it is colorless, it is extremely toxic, highly flammable, and potentially explosive. Exposure to H₂S can cause serious health problems, and high concentrations can result in severe injury or even death. Through this presentation, we have learned about the physical and chemical properties of H₂S, the hazards associated with it, the effects of different exposure levels on the human body, and the safety precautions that should always be followed while working in H₂S environments. The most important lesson is that safety begins with awareness. Understanding the hazards and following proper safety procedures can help prevent accidents and protect both workers and facilities. Thank you for watching this presentation. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more videos related to industrial safety, rotating equipment, and engineering topics. Stay safe and see you in the next video.